Okay, very good morning. Can you listen me properly?
Yes, sir.
Okay, let me start the new topic. Okay, describe a volunteering experience you have had. The subject of this topic is volunteering. Now, volunteering is really a very important and very nice humanitarian activity that anybody and everybody loves to do. Okay, let us see volunteering in so many ways. We learn these activities in a very early stage of our life. In the school, our teacher and in our community, people definitely motivate us to do such volunteering activities. What is volunteering? Basically, when we go out and we support somebody with our knowledge, with our service, that is volunteering. Now you can go and volunteer in a social work or a social cause. You can go and volunteer just simply somebody, a friend in his difficult in his need. Then many of there are NGOs and all social NGOs. In this NGOs, people go there in their free time and they volunteer for some work. Now, basically, when these people are volunteering, they get inner satisfaction that they are giving something back to the society, and they even get benefit, they get experience of how to deal with people. Now, I also said that many school and colleges motivate, encourage students to go and volunteer. Uh, why this happens? This happens because if they go and volunteer, if they do the things by by just volunteering, then they will know how to do. They will face the people. They will face the music. They will face all these things, and they will learn. What is the benefit to the person who is volunteering? The benefit for them is they don't get criticized. Okay, when you are volunteering, you are working for no financial gain. So basically, nobody can criticize you. Only the thing that people can do is to appreciate your work. So when they are volunteering, the biggest benefit is these people really get lot of appreciation. This appreciation helps in so many ways. It really boosts their uh, self to work. They get automatically like motivated, okay, and there is no criticism, so they basically learn. Today we see a lot of professional courses, okay, in universities. There is a compulsory volunteering work people need to do, and they do it very selflessly because they don't gain anything. They just gain is the experience. There are some social workers, there are some professionals like teachers, doctors, and many others, okay. They do volunteering, okay, when there are elections, when there are some natural calamities, soldiers, these people really do a lot of work. There are even professional people, they go and help in the NGOs, and they help. This gives inner satisfaction. Anybody can volunteer, okay. If I am a professional teacher, for example, I do everything for money. But if on Saturday Sunday I am free, I think I should also donate 2 3 hours to the community students. That would be a volunteering work. if there is a social cause going on, like blood donation camp, food distributing, and there are plenty of things. Uh, if I do that, it is called volunteering. So many people do it. Okay, nobody does it forcefully, but yes, it is a wonderful thing. Okay, so here you have to talk about a volunteering experience you have had. You may have volunteered somewhere in your life, just on behalf of your school. Okay, just basically if you are the place where you are living, there some function is going on, and you just went and helped, like you just did something. That is also volunteering. If there is a marriage in function, marriage like function, and you volunteer in your neighborhood or somewhere. Basically you are helping just without a financial gain. Okay, so you can say, well, let me say, for example, kind of a QPR. Volunteering is really a selfless kind of an activity. It is a feeling that gives you inner satisfaction. People do a lot of volunteering work, like in social NGOs, like socially. Many people arrange blood donation camps, food camps, education seminars, and they do this volunteering to serve the society, to give the people back what they have gained from them. I have also done a lot of volunteer work in my school and college life. Today, if I feel that somewhere my services are really needed, I love to volunteer. I like to give my services, and I like to help the people of my community. Money doesn't come in between every time. Sometimes I am available totally for the few people, just for no financial rewards or gains. Here I am going to talk about a volunteering experience I had. Okay, so this will be my introduction. Now, what it was. Okay, now what the activity was. Okay, so let's say, being a teacher, a community students want some lessons. Okay, where it was, the place, why you volunteered, the reason, why stands for reason, and how you felt about it. That is basically how you feel about it. So, your opinion. So being a teacher, in my town, there is a backwater area where I think so a lot of students are struggling with English language skills, and they really requested me to come there and give my services. So basically, they can understand English language, they can approach the language, they can learn different skills. And I thought it was a wonderful cause. So I decided to go there every Sunday, 2 3 hours, and just teach the community students, so they can basically get benefit. And because really they cannot afford the fees, and it is really education is really costly nowadays. So it was this cause was in the backwater area of my hometown, where there are a lot of rural people staying, and I just wanted to give something. Okay, I was not able to help everybody financially, but yes, definitely. From last 6 months, I am going there and teaching them on Saturday, Sunday, on weekends sometimes. Sometimes we even have meals together, food prepared from their home, and we really have very good time. So I have already made a bond with these people, and now I feel really one of them, and it is so much satisfying experience. I don't think so. These emotions I can earn with money. So I go there and volunteer. So I feel really great about this experience. So this can be a model answer. Let us see the discussion. The counter questions on this topic can be, let us see, what qualities are required for being a volunteer? Okay, the eagerness to help. Okay, the what qualities are required? So the first and the most important quality required for being a volunteer is the eagerness to help, to eagerness to serve. You don't need special qualities. You don't, okay, whatever skill you are good at, you can just uh, be in that skill and you can help people. There is no skill, there is no quality required, but yes, the eagerness, the selflessness to help people, that is required. Okay. How can companies engaging in volunteer help our society? Companies can really engage with the society in so many ways. They have a CSR fund, they have a fund there, and they have a social responsibilities towards society. So they can donate money to the NGOs. The NGOs are really working to help people. Companies can even whatever goods they are producing, if their goods are useful, they should donate some goods to the society and community people. So in this way these companies can really engage. Okay, they can volunteer their service, any kind of a service in the society, and this is really benefit by paying regular taxes. Okay, by following all the rules, they can do a lot of thing to the for the society. So do you think people nowadays should participate more in volunteer activities? Definitely, people should always and always participate in volunteer kind of activities, because they should uh, why they should participate is, if they participate they will know people in the town. Another benefit is they will also be more experienced by dealing with different situations, and it is really a satisfying activity that if you do volunteering services, you really connect with the people, you make bond, you become more available to people. You don't, your ego washes away, you become really a genuine person. So volunteering activities are really, I think so, very important. I mean, everybody and anybody, okay, a scientist can even volunteer if he wants. If he has the sharpest mind in the world, the most innovative mind in the world, he can really give his time and he can make something for the people, that that thing would benefit the world in the broader way. So people should participate in volunteering. Doctors can volunteer during pandemic epidemics. Okay, they can really go to the backwater areas and do a health checkup. Okay, and if they find really some people suffering with diseases, they can recommend the public hospitals. Okay, public hospitals are they run on no, they don't take fees and all. So basically it really helps both the sides. Okay, some people who cannot like diagnose the thing, the doctor can help them and it will benefit in a very broader way. So how do modern technology assist volunteers and volunteering experience? With modern technologies, people, first thing is it connects everybody. So if somewhere help is needed, you can just post a message and everybody around you who is eager to help or who can help, they will come one step ahead, and technology can do wonderful things in fundraising, on social networking sites, in websites. You can create an address so people can go there, and some people cannot come physically and help, but they can definitely help financially. So while some people cannot help financially, they can help physically. So technology can really gather these people on one platform. Okay, with fundraising, the finance can be arranged, and the eagerness who can help in physically, they can go and make the service available. So basically, technology can do a lot of things that we cannot even think. With using technology, with less human labor, we can reach to so many people. So these are the benefits that we can get from technology and volunteering services. So this topic I will be listening from you tomorrow. Okay, and I think so. You understood the topic well. Hello, tell me.
Yes, sir.
Understood? This is a very interesting topic.
Hi, sir.
Okay. So let's talk about describe a mistake you made. Okay. So anybody who is ready can start. I'm listening.
Sir Krina.
Krina is beginning. Okay, then start.
Making a mistake is quite natural for human beings. In fact, everyone makes mistakes. I believe that with every fall, you learn something new. I had also made numerous errors unknowingly for which I had to repent later. Here I would like to talk about a mistake which were made by me.
Which
I
was made by me.
Yes.
Yeah, which I made simply.
Yes, sir. Which were made by me. I vividly remember that during our summer vacation, me and my sister were at home and doing our holiday work. After couple of minutes, our cousin brother came at our house. Then we start playing with each other. My sister was making her art project. While playing, we feel thirsty and said to my sister, "Bring two glasses of water." But she don't go because she was busy. Then we started chasing her.
Oh
So
goodness, first she did not go. Okay. Okay.
okay, sir, she did not go right now because she was busy. Then we started chasing her. So finally, she gave us water. Unfortunately, my cousin's glass of water slipped by his hand and thrown into the project. All the project was spoiled. My sister was feel low and started crying because she had prepared it with hard work. My cousin brother felt very guilty at that time. Then the, he went to market and bought all the stuff which she needed to make new project. My cousin and I helped her for making project because 3 days were left in the submission. Finally, we completed that project in 3 days, but it was very challenging for us.
Okay, nice. So, is there any mistake you have made in your life and you regret?
Yes, sir. During my college days, in first semester, I don't study properly.
I did not study properly.
Yes, I did not study properly, and I got very poor marks in every subject. So this is my really that was my silly mistake. So
Not see, this is the mistake that I regret.
yes.
Okay, so what mistakes we should not make very often? What kind of mistakes we should not make very often?
Um, what kind of
What kind? કેવા પ્રકારની mistakes આપણે વારે ઘડીએ ના કરવી જોઈએ?
it's a curve. Yes, sir. For when we do some when some mistakes are done by us, then really some are very effective which affect our life badly, and there are many problems due to that mistake. So that type of mistakes which we can't do very often.
Okay, okay. We should not do. There are some mistakes that we should never repeat, which really makes our personality look bad, which develops a negative character. Okay.
Characters.
Okay. So, who makes more mistakes, boys or girls?
Sir, I think both are equal because both are human beings, and not everyone is perfect in their life. So I think both can make mistakes in their life.
Very good. Nice. Thank you.
Sorry, thank you.
Nice. Yes. Next. Yes. Next. Akshay,
Yes, sir.
begin.
1 minute, sir. Yes, sir. To Ira is a human. Today I am going to talk about a mistake uh, was what I made when was I in sixth class. One day my sister was quite unwell. She was suffering from a fever. There was only one doctor in my village, and there were no mobile phone at that time. The only way to call the doctor was to send someone to fetch him. Unfortunately, my father had gone somewhere. That time, my mother asked me to go to the doctor since it was quite cold and dark outside. I told her that I would fetch the doctor tomorrow. In this night, my sister's condition deteriorated. Her fever was touching the mark of 104 to 105 degrees Fahrenheit. She started murmuring. That was the most difficult time for me and my mother's. I was
Mother's name. For my mom. For my mother.
mom. Okay. I was uh, curiosing myself if I had to the doctor on time, my sister would not have been the this condition. I made the mistake without realizing I was a child and I had no idea about high fever can be threatening for someone. This incident affected me and lot. So this kind of situation uh, I have faced. I had faced.
Okay. So, tell me, Jay. Tell me, Akshay, that what do you learn from your mistakes?
What do you learn from Krishna? Yes, sir. I often learn from my mistake. Um, uh, mistake,
Not to repeat.
yes, because what type of mistake I do that time I never repeat this mistake, and sometime I opinion for someone, and this type of mistake uh, I can't repeat.
Uh, Tell me, should we punish children when they make mistakes?
Yes, I don't think children should punish
No, no.
because
Children should be punished. I don't think so.
punish.
Children
Yes,
should be punished.
because we should punish children so they can't realize
If we punish children,
if we punish a children so they can't realize their mistake and uh, and they often uh,
repeat
make
it.
a mistake so we should not punish children.
Okay, so then go for it. Okay, we should not punish children all the time, but we should really make them realize about their mistake that they have made, and we can really help them how to not do it again. But if it is a severe mistake, then a soft punishment is acceptable. But it is good that if we make them realize of their mistake. Okay.
Okay.
Yes, Jay.
Yes, sir.
Okay, start, Jay.
Well, I have no hesitation to admit that I make a lot of mistakes, while some of these mistakes don't really affect us that negatively. The others harm very barely, just like the mistake I made in my high school years about 15 years ago when I am studied and prepared for the wrong subject. But then again, when you are in high school and young, I guess that being stupid is allowed. However, the problem was that I was probably a bit more stupid than the other boys of my age. That is probably why I seldom cared to write down schedule for the test as I high school student. Of course, such carelessness and stupidity of mine didn't exactly cause much problem with my studies or test preparation since I could memorize them all my heart, but that just did not happen. Unfortunately, even I was ninth grade student and was preparing for my half yearly test for geography class. By the by the way, I was never really good geography student, so I had spent a great deal of extra time studying in the order to get some respectable score on it. But when I took my seat in the class, got test paper in my hand, I couldn't really believe my own eyes as the test paper, which I was looking at, was actually a test paper of social science. For a minute, I thought that the test supervisor must have made mistake in picking up the right test paper from his office. But when I asked him about it, he told me in a very authoritative voice that it was I who made the mistake. The supervisor was right. Anyway, the mistake affected me really badly. Primarily, primarily because I couldn't answer the test question properly, which also mean I end up getting very poor score in social science exam. But the good thing was I finally learned my lesson because of this terrible mistake and started to write down all test schedule thereafter. Okay, sir.
Okay, nice. Jai, tell me, is there any mistake that you have made and you regret?
What, sir?
Is there any mistake that you regret?
खबर ना पड़ी.
Kevi, is there any mistake that you have made in past and you regret?
Yeah, there is a more of mistake that I have did in past is that when I am going to out of house at that time when I am uh, uh, one one stove and going to outside of the house.
Okay, who makes more mistakes, boys or girls?
I think both should be make more mistake.
Both should be, both are making.
Both are make more mistake.
Both are making mistakes, and but no explanation. You can say there is no gender discrimination in mistakes. Like everybody makes mistakes. Some people make it unknowingly.
Uh,
What should we do if children make mistakes?
when children make mistake, we should punish them and teach to teach
Teach
to
them
them that
teach them a lesson that how
teach
to not.
them a lesson to how to work and work properly.
Okay, if children make mistakes, we can really give them a soft punishment, or we can really make them know how not to repeat the mistake again. Okay, that kind of
Okay.
activity. Okay, Jay, thank you very much.
Okay.